Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for tuning back in Chaos Culture Radio.
Yeah, it is. You know how we get down, people. You know how it goes.
All day. And, we got a special season for y'all segment. You know what I mean? Since these females be talking crap and they say we be talking mad shit, but we got something special where we highlight.
What you mean?
You know, we had a couple episodes they was not feeling, but we all know the truth.
I thought they were feeling all the episodes. What you mean they wasn't feeling?
You know, there was certain things that people felt like we was not shining light on, but you know what I mean? But we have a new segment featuring nothing but fascinating, fantastic female owners.
Yeah.
They right in the crevices of your own hood.
Yes, they are.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
you know them. You might not know them. You might see them on the streets. You might not even talk to them. But they out here getting paper. So, you know what I mean? So we have a special guest today.
Yay.
And Ron, I'm going to let you introduce her because I be polying too much. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, then I'm going to introduce her because she's someone that I actually know. She's very powerful, very dynamic.
Oh, we know that because a lot of our mutual friends speak highly of her.
Yeah, very highly of her.
Highly of her.
And after this show, they got to support her even more. You feel me?
No, support her. I'm going to go buy a shirt after this. Even my homeboy wife speaks highly of her.
Yeah, very, very. She's killing the game. She's killing the game in Miami-Dade County. Give it up for Sandy, y'all. Woo, Sandy, how you going, baby?
Woo. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing?
Yeah. But
nervous now. What an intro.
Yeah.
It is.
But you want to say, Sandy, let's forgive us. What would you like to be referenced as? What is your brand name that we need to put some respect on your name?
No, I mean, I'm Sandy the Spotlight Diva. But I do have, a couple of businesses. So Diva's Glam Bar, Jean-Philippe. So, but y'all good. Y'all did what y'all did a good intro.
Yeah, we got you blushing. We got you blushing. That's good. That's a good sign. Let's do it.
No, definitely. So first, what I would like to know, give us just a brief synopsis about you. Just tell us about yourself.
Okay. Let's see. Where do I begin? So I'm an entrepreneur, actress, model. I was in LA for 13 years.
Wow.
After my parents passed away, I came back to Florida, to Miami, to take over the family business. That's what made me go to cosmetology school to become a licensed nail technician and facialist. And let's see, I was acting and modeling out there, traveling with Evolution of Curves, and everybody grieves differently. So for me, like, I just stopped everything, and that's what now I'm back. Like, I'm back coming. Well, I'm trying to come back basically, and go back to who I used to be and what I used to do. Media personality, like I've done different shows, podcasts. So I'm just out there doing different things.
My question for you, what made you take on your family business? Because you hear stories how some people sell their family business because they feel like they can't handle it. What gave you the initiative to take that on a part of your lifestyle? Because that's very hard.
Right. And it was really opposite of what I was doing. I think part of it was I wanted to continue a legacy. I wanted to make them proud. And that's why, I went into it, which was, she had a beauty salon. My mom had a beauty salon, and I just wanted to continue, where she left off. That was my driving point. And then that's why I'm here. That's where I'm at today. Just to continue a legacy and, make them proud. Like, okay, she can, I can continue their name,
As a Black entrepreneur woman, do you get a lot of clashes from other entrepreneurs, like such as men, or other entrepreneur, other women that's Black as well? Do you ever get clashes or any negative feedback
about my personal business, or
just about your personal business in general?
So personally, I'm always open to constructive criticism. Like I said, it's been about, depending on what it is, it's been 3 to 5 years since I've done certain things that I used to do. So times have changed. So I'm always open to constructive criticism and feedback. So I haven't received any backlash or clash with anyone. I would say in general, excuse me, in general, I do hear a lot, especially on the beauty side, on the nail technician side, on the beauty services side. I hear a lot of complaints about Black nail technicians and women that are in the industry, and I don't relate. I can't relate because I'm big on customer service. If I can't, I don't overpromise. I don't underdeliver. I don't do any of those things. If there's something that you want, if I can do it, I can do it. If I can't do it, I'm not gonna lie and say I can do it. And I'm big on time, and so there's certain complaints that I've heard, and I'm like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. But as a African American consumer and an entrepreneur, like I know I see both sides, but I'm the person that I will still give a Black business another chance. If they mess up, because I just went through something with a Black business, and I'm like, come on, like we have to do better than this. But I'm still going to give them, I can speak to them, on the side and let them know, like, do better on this, and then, continue to support. Because I'm not part of the cancel culture unless you really do something flagrant to me or to my business.
Definitely. I do want to ask you, what do you,
personally or professionally?
professionally, I think sometimes professional and personal do crosses the line, because I've met you in person. You have a very lively personality, so I know that you probably bring that in your business.
Yes. I would say my biggest strength is that I'm a hard worker. Like I'm not afraid to get my elbows. What is the saying? Like put some grease in the elbows.
Yep.
Roll my shoulders. My sleeves up, to get the job done. I think my weakest, like I am like over accommodating at times, and people could take advantage of that. And that's something that I worked on with this last thing I just did, where it's like you got to put your, the business come first. Like I can't like hold on to something or go off of your word if you're not gonna, if you're not going to follow through. So I would say, I'm learning like to not be so over accommodating, because people will take advantage of that.
Yeah, that is true. Like most of the time when you like that type of person, people do try to find like a weakness.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't let your weakness show, because then we'll take advantage. No, but my question to you is what can you tell like especially like a woman that's trying to do what you, like, what advice can you give her? Like what book or what affirmation or what, like whatever they have to do mentally to get their mind prepared for that type of business.
Okay. So I'm from the old school era. For me, what I did.
You said old school. How old you is?
I'm 38.
Nah,
She don't look 38. She don't look
that's a
38.
lie.
She look like 24.
That's
She
a
look like
lie.
24. Guys, that's a lie. Don't listen to
That
her.
done for real, because you sure look young when I seen you.
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
a
I'm
full
saying don't let that. That's a lie.
Yeah,
I don't believe that. Women be lying.
No, yeah, she right
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
Jolan, real
yeah,
quick.
exactly. People gonna look at her like she know she ain't no 38.
Yeah, come on, man.
I am. But when I mean old school, is that I did things when I started my business, because I started a production. So in LA. I just went, I stepped out, like, I wasn't afraid to fail. And I think that's the mentality. Like for me, it was just I was getting so many no's, and I'm like, wait, let me create my own platform. Let me create my own opportunity so someone cannot tell me no anymore, because this was at a time where, plus size wasn't as big as it is now, in fashions and different things like that. And I'm in LA being told like do their own fashion shows, because I got tired of, hearing no. So what I would say is like, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to start a business. I would say the advice I would give is take calculated risks, but don't sit on it too long. Like don't sit on, oh, is this gonna be perfect? Is this gonna be the right, the right time, just do it. Like just like what Nike says, just do it, and don't be dumb about it either. But just do what you need to do, handle your black and white, and do what you have to do, and just put it out there. And what else would I advise? Don't expect support from friends and family. Like, do not get upset if they don't share, if they don't like, if they don't repost. Like, don't get upset. Don't put that expectation like, oh, my brothers, my sisters, my cousins, I got all these people. They're gonna back me up. Don't put that expectation because you'll get disappointed. Just do it. Like, what's that famous quote? If they build it, they will come. I
Most
believe in that.
definitely.
Yeah. So like, I just stay in the kitchen, do what I gotta do, and boom, put it out there. So, and whoever likes it, likes it. Whoever doesn't, they don't. And so those are some of the things I would say,
No,
like,
but
to prepare yourself.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I do love the fact how you use the symbol of Hollywood. How they didn't accept you. What you did, you created your own business. And I think
Right.
if black people could understand that and realize, hell, if the white restaurant ain't gonna accept me, I need to build my own restaurant. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? But
Correct.
that's a problem with us, especially black African
No,
Americans.
definitely.
We feel
I
like when we are outcasts, we're an outcast. No, build your own.
No,
Build your own.
definitely. Diva, I do want to go back to what you said earlier because I think there's a point that a lot of people need to hear when you say being over accommodating. So the question that I have is this: do you find it yourself being, an entrepreneur? Do you find it yourself that it's kind of difficult working with other influencers and other entrepreneurs struggles or working with egos and
Mhm.
in different types of scenarios as far as that?
I'm going to say yes and no. For me, I know how to be a chief and an Indian. So if I go into a situation where I'm partnering with someone or I'm working with someone, I kind of gauge, I can adapt. So there are some females or males, like, they're alpha, they have a type A personality, or they're alpha male, alpha females. I know what my strength is. So whatever the project is, I would know how to adapt to whatever the situation is. There are, you're always going to have, disagreements, or you don't see eye to eye with things. I'm vocal enough where, like, let's say it's a shirt design, or you want to collaborate with me to put on the show. You know what your strengths are. Like, so the way I would approach it, let's have a meeting. Like, let's put out what our strengths are. So you, like, and I'm just using that as an example. So let's say you are like this promoter, or this, top guru, like, you have the
Yep.
people, like, you have the fan base. Me, I know what to do. Like, I could put a show in my sleep. Like, I could do a show in my sleep. So I would just talk to you like, hey, this is my strength. This is what I'm bringing to the table. Let me do my thing. Let me know what your vision is, and I'll let you know what my vision is, and let's go to work, so that we could avoid any conflict, or any drama. So yes. So that's why I say yes, and can be a problem. You can clash. You can have issues with working with other people that has egos and other entrepreneurs. But the no part for me is like, I know how to adjust and adapt to most personalities. Like, if you're unreasonable or rude or disrespectful, that's not gonna work. I'll bow out gracefully. But for the most part, I can adjust to people's personalities, and I know how to take a back seat. I don't always have to be in the forefront.
Oh, definitely. Now, let me ask you: do you have a physical location?
I did have a physical location, but I closed it. And that goes with what I was, like, don't be afraid. Don't worry what people have to say. It just didn't make sense anymore. And it took me a long time to let go, because remember, that's part of the legacy
Yep.
that I wanted to continue. And I was like, you have to be smarter, like, you can't be paying like $1,600, rent. And, I'd rather own. So it's like, okay, you're spending all this money, like, no, like, let it go. It's okay. You can still, there's other ways, that you can still have another location that's, less expensive, or get licensed to work from home, different things. So there was different options. So I did close my physical location.
Yeah,
I'm
I
looking
feel
for
like
a new.
a lot of people are doing that now. They having a lot of business at home. They're not
Mm-hmm.
even renting out spot. They're doing stuff from home because they feel like you
Right.
save more money, and not only that, you have more time for yourself because you're home.
Right, right. It's a
That's smart.
50-50 thing. Like, for me, I don't want to work at home. I don't want, because my salon is licensed, like, state inspected. I
Yeah.
have a section for it to be here, but I'm not open to the public like that. It's very, like, word of mouth, and I prefer to be mobile. I rather go to you, in that sense. But my boutique, like, you want to pick up something, get fitted, whatever, then that's cool. But I like my peace. I don't like everyone having access, to where I am, to where I live, or whatever. So, but it's more convenient. You don't pay, the crazy rent. So it makes sense for depending on what industry you're in.
Let me ask you, you're very multi, and I'm saying that which I find is fascinating because women know how to multitask. I just got to put that out there. You design, you do hair. Plus, I know you had this series going on Facebook where you was interviewing people like the hot seat or something. Is that what it called?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I thought that thing was popping, and I was telling Rod and Ronnie, I was like, yo, why she ain't trying to video that? You know what I mean, or put that out there. So you know what I mean. That's my question for you. You know what I mean. You have all these ideas, and I see you're very, you know what I mean. So how are you managing? You know, how are you managing them in your time?
So that's so interesting. Okay, so the story. Okay, so I'm a part of a social group on Facebook, and it's about over 2,000 members in the group. So I just started, that's how the hot seat came about, to get to know the people in the group, ask them all types of questions just to get them to know, get to know who they are. Then I don't know if you've seen that, but I also do the virtual speed dating because that's my other business, Date Curves. That's another thing. I'm gonna tie it all in. So it was, when the lockdown, the quarantine, we didn't have anything to do and it was craziness. A young lady, another chatter, approached me about it, and she was like, let's, would you like to do this? And I said, this is a good idea, because mind you, I haven't, with Date Curves, I just did one event in February because I had things lined up from January to June before COVID happened to do events. But, the last thing I did was in February. Excuse me. So with Date Curves, when I came back, when I put that back out there, it was like a game night mixer, but we still did the speed dating aspect of it, but it was, it was different from what I've done before. And so doing the virtual speed dating, learning about Zoom, this is all new to me. Mm-hmm. It just gave me ideas how to now come back, with Date Curves, like when it's time, how I'm going to incorporate, the new technology, the new things, in there. So how do I manage my time? Like, I prioritize, like, the first things first is, of course, the beauty business. Like, that's what's my bread and butter. That and the boutique. So selling stuff, because we sell African pieces. That took off. And this is what I'm saying, like, just put it out there because you don't know. You kind of like, with a SWOT analysis, like, you could figure out, like, what's your demo, what's this, what's that. But the way Miami people are, like, they're different. Yeah. And they like to, they like to be different, like to be, don't want the same things as other people. Mm-hmm. So I used to have just plus size, clothes. Then when I partnered with, to do the African pieces, that took off. And I was like, whoa, like in my head, I would have never thought South Florida would have even been into, African, pieces, but they love it. Like, everyone loves it. So we make custom pieces and I put out the fabric, the designs, different things like that. And it's made in Nigeria. Like, this is authentic Encore fabric. It's made in Nigeria and we ship it over. So those two things I really try to focus on those. The beauty salon, which is my nails, the nails. I do nails. I don't do hair. I have stylists, but I don't do nails. I mean hair, but I do the wax, facial, those things. So I focus on those two things, and then I manage my time with the other, thing to see how I can, fit it in. I really don't have a personal life besides, going.
You don't have no personal life. You sure about that?
I thought you was very social.
I don't have no man. I don't have nothing. Nobody be trying to talk to me. So
you know that. Oh, come on.
I'm serious. I just focus
Diva,
on.
Please do not do that. Do not be lying.
On my business.
Because I've been on your Facebook. I see. I know the inbox is thirsty.
No,
I know the inbox is thirsty.
You want me to share my screen? I open my
inbox. The thirst is real.
No, but you gotta understand something. You gotta understand something, Hakeem. Most of the men get intimidated by women that's on her purpose. You get what I'm saying?
Why though?
I kind of probably believe on that one. Cause they get nervous because they can't handle a woman that have a powerful mind.
You see, you don't wear glasses. I wear glasses, so my vision's a little bit clearer. So I see certain things on her page. I see them dudes be commenting. see some thirsty cats on there. That's what I'm saying. Like when she say she out here single, like that's just like it's you know what I mean?
I'm single and not entertaining nobody. Nobody's checking for me. Like I'm for real. I don't know what they talking about. They all crazy. Let me address Ronnie first.
Yeah.
It's weird to me, like, why be intimidated? Like, get to know me. You know what I mean? Because I'm not a ball buster. You know what I mean? Like, I want a man into my life and so that I can submit. You know what I mean? And I don't have
hold on a minute now. That's another show.
I gotta pay. Yeah, that's
another show right there. That's another show right there.
No, but that is another show.
Because let me tell you something, sweetheart. Because I could get on you. I could get on that. Because a lot of these women do not want to submit. They want to have their foot on these dudes' necks.
No, that's not that. That's the thing. That's not. You understand? Like I'm doing what I have to do because I'm a single woman. You understand what I mean? So I don't have no dependents. I don't have kids. I don't have any of that. So I have to fend for myself until the right man comes in and we complement each other. You know what I mean? So that's to run. Now, Hakeem, to you, what did you say? Oh, you was talking about the third. No, what? Wait, what did you say?
The thirst is real.
Real.
No, but no, it was something else.
This stuff that I seen for myself.
But like
listen, in less chat and off less chat.
The thing, see those things. Listen, you have. Oh, you're right. That's what you were talking about. Here's the thing: people talk. They talk a lot online. I'm a person. If you do come in my inbox, or if we do exchange information, like phone, you need to ask me out. I like to go out. Don't play on my phone. Like, don't text me. Don't call. None of that. Like, play. Those guys, they play online all day, every day. You understand what I mean? They're not serious. That's why I don't take any of them serious. Because if men know what to do for who they want to do it for. So that's why I don't. That's why I don't bash men. I don't any of that unless you're wrong like in something. But like men know if they want a woman, if they want to treat her like X, Y, and Z, they're going to do it for the woman they want to do it for. So any past experience that I've ever had, I don't dog him. Like I don't okay, it just didn't work out with us, and you're doing it for somebody else because that's who you wanted to do it for. So. So those guys online, if they're flirting or whatever, because a lot of time I cuss them out. Like I don't know what you see, but I go off on people in Let's Chat. And
why you cuss them out? You know they're gonna be
cuss them out. Especially I was about to plug one of them, but I don't block one, unblocked him because we just have that's our banter. Like I have banter with certain men. In Let's Chat or whatever, like we have a back and forth that we always do, like cussing each other out or whatever. But I don't on my page, my personal page, like nobody be saying nothing to me. Like if I post, I don't post thirst traps, so nobody really be saying anything. I post my little corny jokes, and I've been telling people don't delete me, don't block me. But that's about it.
So you say that now, but you just have posted a picture in the bathing suit. Am I wrong?
That's a thirst trap.
Am I wrong though?
But is that a thirst trap? I wasn't showing nothing. I was just showing my toothie.
Yeah, but listen.
I've seen thirst traps. I've seen, ass out, titties out, bubbled out. Like, that's, I don't think that I was just recapping my weekend. I showed my face, like my makeup for my face. I showed my swimsuit, and that was it.
Yeah, but you know when you see, I'm trying to put this in like when you very confident, because I can see that.
Yes.
I can see that. Like, no, all jokes
but
aside.
But some people don't like that.
No. It's listen. That's for broke dudes and dudes who live at home with their mamas.
Boy, isn't it?
You know what I mean?
Ain't nothing wrong living home with mama now.
No, ain't nothing wrong with living with. Don't get me wrong, in culture, but I'm speaking for. There's a segment of men who don't like women like that. They don't need to compete.
No, I agree.
Yeah. There's animals for that. Shows. You feel what I'm saying? So the point that I'm trying to get is when you know you're a belle femme, for my viewers who don't know what that is, when you know you're a pretty lady and you're very confident, that sauce was dripping on that page. I'm telling you, I see dudes who's commenting.
Now you're going to make me go back.
No.
And go look.
No, listen. This is what I'm trying to say. So it's like, first you make your own money. You know what I mean? You out here very respectful. That's another thing I got to say about you. You out here very respectful. I've never seen you talk sideways. So I know the thirst is real.
Yeah, of course.
Y'all gonna make me scream. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm telling you, nobody.
No,
we not. Listen, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What you gonna say? What you
No,
coming at?
it's just you know what I mean. It's just something we just seeing for ourselves. And mind you, you're talking to us now. This is something that we've been from the outside looking in. You feel me? You know what I mean? Seeing like, okay, she's out here getting it. Because I could see the difference between you and a lot of other people you associate.
Of course. Because remember, her mind is not a typical woman's mind.
Basically, with the exception of one more other person who I got to put some respect on her name.
Of course.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, of course.
I got to put some respect on this lady's name. I've always give her shout outs due to the fact that I know some things other people don't know when we talking about a woman who has been there with a man from the ashes. You feel me?
Correct.
And was there to watch him grow. This is stuff I know personally from the background. I got to put some respect on.
Yeah.
Lombard?
Yeah, I got to put some respect on her name.
Huh? That's my baby. That's my baby. That's my boo.
I got to put some respect on her name. Because, you see, I don't want to be disrespectful. A lot of you hoes out here, if you don't know how to be with a man, she is a prototype as far as what. Now, mind you, I'm only talking about what I've seen and what her husband has told me behind closed doors.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm trying to say? So, you know me to the point, to my point exactly. And, you know me, that's why I say I know the thirst is real. I want to ask you an off the topic question. What do you feel a woman's purpose is in life by the doctrine of God? I ain't want to have to get into it. I ain't want to have to get into it.
Why you out there? Why you always being in the booth?
I guess to aspire or to be, that Proverbs 31 woman. And, to be, I think that's what it is. Like,
you see, now, I went to theology school. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. I was supposed to be a pastor. I was groomed for, but I chose the streets. I wanted to hustle, sell drugs.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Ride fast cars. You know, I'm an OG. Go ask Jeffrey about me.
Yeah.
I put in work.
You put in the work.
I put in work. But, I'm a different dude now. So, a woman's purpose in life is to submit to a man.
Well, some of them people going to be mad at that.
They can be.
I don't know if that's.
Go read it in the Bible.
Because the thing, when they hear the word submit, they think of slave.
They think of slave. And
submission is problem.
Submission is not oppression.
No, it's not. No.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the point that I try to get to a lot of women. Now, me, I believe in hypergamy. You know what that is? I believe in it. I believe a man should pay all the bills. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I don't mind paying all the bills. People who have a problem with that do not play to win. I play to win.
Yeah. No, that's facts.
You know what I mean? But I'm not playing to win with people who's not going to.
Facts.
There's a difference.
You hear something heavy. It's hitting
Yeah.
Because he's not used to talk like that. That's
yeah. I'm going to take him to church.
Take him to church. Go ahead.
I'm going to take him to church.
Take him.
Same thing for a man. A man, by the doctrine of God, is not supposed.
Facts.
So you say he's not supposed to be married?
No,
he's supposed to be married. He's not supposed to be alone.
He's not supposed to be alone. That's by the doctrine of God. I'm not saying it word for word. So, there is a disconnect we have in here that I think a lot of people don't understand, which I try to tell dudes to focus on their purpose, get their money together. That's all we preach here at Chaos Culture Radio. Get your money together. If you can't at least pay for a Bennigan's date, you're not supposed to be dating.
Facts.
You're not supposed to be dating. If you can't fill a tank up or change a tire, don't even think about talking about no fun.
Right.
But this is the thing. Everybody does not follow or adopt that lifestyle. So that's one. We're already folks don't have that mindset. You understand what I mean? So that's already problem. That causes a problem. It causes friction. Then with the new school era of courting, dating, whatever they want to call it, people are really not, and just even the position that women are in now, getting better jobs, getting more opportunities, different things like that. With feminists, I never understood Black feminists, but hey, it's a thing. So the mentality has changed. You understand what I mean? And that's why there is a disconnect or a conflict, because things are not, we're not following that structure. Everyone's not following that structure, that biblical structure. So it's hard to even find church people to follow that. Like, even because that's why people are afraid to even go to church or deal with, church folks, because they feel like they're the worst. And there's a stereotype, there's a stigma against, musicians, deacons, different things like that. So that's where there's a disconnect and, friction and, problems.
No, I agree with you 100%. But I'm
I
going to
do
tell you
too.
something. I'm going to tell you, a lot of people need therapy, especially men. That's another thing we recommend, because you have 90% of people, and maybe 86% of people, women are dating men who didn't have fathers in their life. You can't expect a man who's been raised by a woman to do what a man does. He has feminine traits.
Yes.
You know what I'm trying to say? You know what I mean? I've been raised by... No, listen now.
Not all.
You say not all. Yeah, not all. But even a man who is semi-good still has some feminine ways about him.
Yeah, because remember, man has some form of masculinity and femininity inside of him. You know that. I think you already know that.
No.
So it's how he manage it.
But here's the thing: if you don't have a dude to rear you, to show you what it feels like to be a man, to know how to talk to men, to know understand conflict resolution, to this and that, so you're not going to be able to have a functioning relationship with a woman and understand what a woman, understand that you have to be the head of a household. I hear dudes talking about 50-50.
I don't even participate in those conversations.
You know, I hear dudes talk about 50-50, and I'm like,
but let me ask you this though. So if you make, because I hear your stance, you pay all the bills, do all that stuff. What if your wife makes 6 figures, 100,000, you make 50? Are you still gonna pay all the bills?
No, but that's something. That when a man, go ahead, Walt. You can answer that. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Because in my scenario, my wife's not working. I need you to be home to raise the kids. I said it.
Oh no, but see, he don't want to work in women. He don't want to work in women. Me, I want to work in women, but I'd rather her use that money and build something else for like an inheritance. So if she have any form of idea, especially with the business, use that money. I take care of the home, but she got to use that money in the side of the business. Because if I'm gone, bro, if I leave this world, God forbid I leave this world, I want to maintain the household, even though I'm not. Because if she rely on me too much, Walt, Hakeem, how would she will function? Because then she gonna rely on me for everything.
Let me tell you something. You see that you see that's the thing. I'm a little bit older than you. So I've been dating a little bit longer than you. So I come from a different era. So I understand where you coming from, and I have no objections for that. You feel me? I'm trying to be, you know what I mean? I'm on the road to becoming a high value man.
Right.
I don't need no woman. If I'm dating a woman, I'm trying to marry her. She's not working. I don't need nobody. Listen, she has to understand I'm the head of the household. She is still my partner and all of that. But all that, you know what I mean? You got to understand something. This is the reason why you have a lot of educated women who don't have men. There's always a conflict. Because let me tell you something. A woman who makes twice as much money as a man, why do you need a man for? You make 80. No, I'm keeping it a gully. You make 80,000 a year. What do you need a man for?
Women can't function without a man. You should already know that.
And vice versa.
Go tell them that.
And vice versa.
Go tell them that.
I do. I get into you know me. You know I
you see, they want to hide back. Listen.
Here's the thing. So it's interesting to me. I think so let's just use example you and I. So I'm an entrepreneur, and you do your thing. Yeah. You're gonna have to present something to me, like it's gonna be on your approach and how you present it to me for me to walk away from what I built all this time. You understand what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like these are businesses that I built. For me to walk away from it and just rely on you to be a stay at home wife. So I don't think it's like women are against it or they're whatever. I guess in my case, you're gonna have to really, 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 because I told you I will submit to a man. I will do these things.
Okay.
But for me to be a stay-at-home wife, so you want me all the business that I bust my ass for to build, to make successful. You want me to stop to be your wife and have your children. Like you're going to have to present that. Like you're gonna have to really convince me of that. Like because I work hard for what I
definitely, and I agree with you. But if that was the case, I mean, you will just be in the LTR. There will be no marriage involved then. I need you to know I run this.
So then I wouldn't be your type of woman. Then you wouldn't approach me.
That way you were saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like you could do that part time because you want to know something. Listen. This is why we don't have something called black family. There's very few little of them. Very few. Especially in Miami, we have a baby mama culture.
Correct. We know that.
Women love being baby mamas here, and they have babies from the most dustiest dudes. Lord Jesus.
He telling the truth. He telling the truth.
Lord Jesus. You tell a woman go left, she go right.
He telling the truth.
When you tell them that dude's gonna do you dirty, she still go off and have a baby so she can have something to talk about on the chat room.
But see now you're kind of changing it a little bit because you said part time. Like as long as there's a compromise, like because you have to, you talking to somebody, like you're dealing with somebody that.
No.
Let me see. 2008, I started business, and we in 2020.
Listen,
12 years I put in work. You understand what I mean?
And I get that. Then you wouldn't need a man like me. You would need somebody who's gonna be maybe somebody who's a little bit submissive to you, maybe a beta male.
No, why would I?
No.
Why would I need that?
Listen, no. Me and her said
the same compromise. Like you gotta know if you don't want me to, because when running a business, like right now I'm just doing it by myself. Mm-hmm. But if you have the money to handle everything as far as like take care of us, the family, then I can get employees. I can step down, but to say to end it.
No, I didn't say to end it. I just said you be a stay-at-home wife.
Stay-at-home wife. Okay, so I can have employees.
You can have employees. I didn't say to end it. You can stay at home wife. Because let me tell you something.
Stay at home.
You got to understand something. Like when rearing children, and this is what happens when we lose. This is why we have a lot of these kids that getting killed. I want to say God bless the dead to the girl who got killed in Liberty City. I knew her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I knew her. She's a very nice girl. You know what I mean? Just born in bad circumstances. You feel me? And if she had a high value man, she wouldn't have been in that situation.
We said if she had a man, she wouldn't be in that situation.
A high value man. Because a high value man won't let you live in that situation.
No, point blank, period. Not only that, you wouldn't be out that time of night if you was with a man.
He'll be like, baby, you stay home tonight.
You won't be out that time of night. She would have been home already with 2+ babies, worrying about what I'm gonna cook tomorrow for Bubba.
Facts. But remember, those are stuff that a lot of women are lacking. That was our job as men to give them those stuff they're lacking.
Let me tell you something, because you want to know something. There's too much masculine energy.
What you mean in the women?
Yeah.
In the women? Right.
Yeah.
Are y'all mistaking again? Are y'all mistaking quote unquote mask for? Hey, I'm by myself. I have to fend for myself until a man's in.
No, because the problem is.
Here.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ron.
No, because the thing is, when it comes, because me, I dealt with a lot of females that have masculine. The problem is, you won't let nobody in because your masculine energy is high. So you're already in that defense mechanism. So you won't. So if someone comes in, especially a man that have masculine energy, can't meet masculine energy. The women have to be in that feminine energy for us to combine together. But the problem
here, masculine energy.
A lot of women. You right now, the way you talking, the way you present yourself, there's a lot of feminine energy.
No,
because you know how to balance it.
Even when I met you in person, I didn't see that, but there was a lot of them females at that baby shower who had a lot of masculine energy.
Yeah, they did.
On loud.
She laughing.
I'm gonna keep it real.
She laughing because she knows the truth.
I'm gonna keep it 100.
I'm laughing because this is new to me.
Because this is stuff where men talk about.
We talk about this all the time.
That's why I'm listening.
Because y'all don't hear this. You know the differences between us and y'all. We just don't go on social media.
Yeah, well, y'all need to. That's the thing. How do we bridge the gap? How do we
We bridge the gap by talking about it right now and then
be submissive.
On social media.
Be cooperative. Be cooperative. Support your man on his dream, even if it sounds stupid as hell. Bring plate. Yeah, even if it sounds stupid as hell. You gotta understand something. Why you think there's certain women who get married?
Yeah, especially in a white.
Why you think they could? Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna say that's number one thing. Why a lot of black men date white women? Because white women know how to play their role.
It's not only that too.
Wow!
No, hold on, Ronnie, because I don't want her to think that we this that type of podcast.
No, it's not. No,
I don't want her to think this that type of podcast.
Remember when we do this podcast, speaking facts. I'm not speaking out of men type of
diva.
Facts. It's already.
A lot of black men go to white women. It's not.
No.
There's some self-hate over there.
No, listen.
There's a bunch of.
No, but listen to what Hakeem gonna tell you. Go ahead.
Statistically, 53% of men are unmarried and childless. Not a lot of people go to white women. And the percentage is 26% of black women are married, but 80% of them file divorce first. Now, here's the thing. We still, from a statistic standpoint, you can go to africanstatistic.com. We still marry more black women than white women from a statistic standpoint. The point that I'm trying to get is this. There is a disconnect. Now, over here on this end, we promote black love. Me and my friend here, we only want to be with black women.
Yeah, I date number black women.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, a lot of people gonna get mad. I don't even date mulattoes.
Yeah, I like my black.
You feel me? Trying to say, and that's not an offense to them. I just want you to be black. I'm so pro. I would even want you to be as black as tar. That's how much I love that skin color.
Yeah, black women is gorgeous.
You know what I mean? So the point I'm trying to get is this: if you want to be married to any kind of man, a blue collar or a white collar man. First and foremost, let me put this out. A lot of women overprice themselves in the dating market. You know what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. They overlook for real. They overlook certain type of men because they're trying to get a 9 or a 10 when really you're just a 5 or a 6.
Hey.
Beauty
is in the eye of the beholder, people.
Yeah, but that is true. But here's the thing. Like, I'll give you an example You're a single woman, you have no kids. So your SMV is a little bit higher compared to a woman who has 2 kids or 1 kid trying to get back into the dating market. There's certain men who's going to overlook her and come to you. You feel what I'm trying to say?
I don't think that, nope. That hasn't been my experience. There's a lot of men because men have children, they have baby mamas, they have children too.
I don't date single moms.
Mm-mm.
No, I sometimes date single moms.
I'm keeping it gutted. I like to travel. I pop bottles. I don't do that. I've done that before. I stopped that 2 years ago. I stopped that. I'm not trying to be. I'm not trying to be 7th or 8th in your life behind a dog and a fish.
Wait.
Most single mothers.
Behind a dog and a fish.
Yeah, most single mothers, especially in the Caribbean community, is God, then her parents, then her child, then her dog and fish, and after that, you might be 8 or 9 or 10 in her life.
But whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? It's the man's fault because the man not telling her.
But that's not a man. That's not a man's fault. That's women changing their priorities over time.
Then the man got to step in and say, "Baby, I'm
no. The man. Let me say, I avoid men who do not have kids to stay away from single.
They love them.
No, they can, but I say if you're a high value man, focus on your purpose. Get a woman who's submissive. Get a woman who's cooperative, who's inspiration, feminine, all that. You know what I'm trying to say? Who be a helpmate.
Facts. I agree.
You know what I'm trying to say? You're not supposed to be out here leading when we supposed to. That's why we'll sit back and let you go do that.
I agree.
And go get with women who's pushing the carriages. Girl, I gotta go home and cook Jonathan his food. When you might look at her and say she's a maid and her name on the will on the house and he's paying for the college. She played to win, not to.
Real talk. That's real talk. So Sandy, how do you feel hearing when men express themselves like this? When we telling you like what are we looking for and stuff like that? Like most women be like, you can't handle it. You feel like you can handle that.
I like to hear, the man's point of view without arguing, like we're having a conversation. Less chat is always an argument. Like there's like a war going on right now, and it's like, for what? Like, let's just have a conversation and let's figure out some things. But I think on both sides, like, folks don't want to listen because they think their point of view is correct. Like, and the thing is, 2 + 2 = 4, but also 1 + 3 = 4. So we all have different mindsets, different point of views, and a lot of us saying the same thing, but you're not trying to hear it. So when you guys are expressing yourselves and, I'm just, I'm listening, taking notes, jotting it down because it's different.
You've been very quiet since I've been talking.
Because, you got your point of view and I'm listening.
Yeah. Now, mind you, this is just me. I'm a nobody. I ain't nobody.
You are somebody. You are Hakeem Bello Studios. Okay?
Yeah, I know. I ain't nobody. But what I am going to say this about your people in Dress Chat, and if they do hear this, no disrespect to the fellas in there. No disrespect. I don't want no static or nothing like that. But a lot of them dudes are chronically single just trying to get free pussy.
Oh, I would agree with that. A lot of them are. Yeah.
You know what I mean? They post on there, put in the quotes, looking nice, getting their beard lined up and stuff like that. and you wonder like 2-3 years later they still single. They just trying to get free pussy on the sides to their thing. Men don't have a problem with commitment. We have the same barber for 6 years.
Oh really? Wow.
That's true. They're faithful to their barbers.
You know what I mean? They don't have a problem. They just haven't found a woman who's willing to cooperate, submissive, who's not combative.
It's not even about being combative or submissive. Like, why am I gonna submit to a cocoa guy? Why am I gonna, like, if you're not ambitious, if you're not goal oriented, why am I submitting to you just because you're a man? No. Like I said, you have to show me. Just like you want me to be this woman, this type of X, Y, and Z woman, you gotta show me why you're the man that's supposed to lead me.
That is true, but you gotta show too.
Our family.
What you gonna show? You gotta show too, Sandy.
Of course.
Go,
I never said that was. I never said that wasn't the case, but
you gotta show too.
Acting like,
bring a plate of food there. Bring a plate of food.
Hey, bring a plate of food to who? Hey, please. But it's like, some people, like men and women, they're takers. They're takers. They don't want. A lot of people are broken. They haven't healed from their first situation, their last situation, whatever, and they're just, jumping from person to person instead of just recognizing, like, okay, there is some trauma I've never, dealt with, whether it's with the last relationship or even within themselves. Because how can you can't even love yourself. How you gonna love somebody else? I don't understand that.
I agree with her, but like, we talking about a small percentage of people, like, you know what I mean? Like, my mouth is real fresh sometimes. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I don't know how to hold it. Like, the people who you are talking about are low hanging. These are not top tier people we're talking about.
You fresh?
I keep it gully because I don't care. I don't care about what anybody gonna do.
What's considered top tier, high grade person?
Woo. Ronnie, do you think she ready for this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
cool. I'm ready. I'm. Bro, let's do
it. You scared?
I'm not scared. Is this a woman who's corroborative? I gotta doesn't care what other women think. Doesn't fall in line. She knows what she wants. She knows her goal is to be a submissive woman to a man who.
Why is that her goal only?
I'm
Why
asking
is it her goal to be the best woman she can be?
I'm asking if you say you're a Christian.
So you're not gonna deal with a non.
Nah.
Okay.
No. I need a woman who understands her place. I know what my place is. You see, like I just told you, I don't mind. Mm-hmm. I don't mind supporting. I don't mind helping you out. I don't mind you call me 2-3 o'clock in the morning to go change a tire, or if I, or you show a little money to pay the bills. I pay the bills. That's what a man's supposed to do. A lot of these dudes who have a problem with being a leader, you a boy. You a boy. You didn't have a daddy in your life. My daddy's still here. Listen, I've been raised with a mother and father. They've been together over 30 years. My mother ironed his clothes well. He tired. Never brought no babies home. Up the pistol on niggas when they talk shit about her. Cook, clean. When he told us something.
But was your mom, was she happy though?
Let me tell you something. That love stuff, fairy tale love stuff, a lot of you women want, that comes over time. Because let me tell you something. When you marry for legacy and survival. Why you think arranged marriages last longer than this so-called marriage we have here in black society? Mm-hmm. When high-value women marry, they stay with their husband who practice hypergamy. They know what they want, and they know their place, and they know what they're trying to do. My mother found her, nobody's going to be the best. You feel me? But she was the best for him. Yes, I know you women want date night, want to feel accepted, want to feel a lot of stuff. And, me personally, I don't mind that. You feel me? But we have to be realistic. You feel me? You can't expect certain things when you have somebody working 12 freaking hours a night, coming home, paying bills. Yo, what's Buddy name? Who we seen at the store that night?
He's actually in Let's Chat.
He was actually the cocky dude. He's real muscular. He'll knock a face block off. Matter of fact, he was on one of your shows. I think he proposed one night.
Yeah, he proposed to one of the girls. Sandy.
Are you talking about Brandon Brown?
Solid dude. I don't know. I don't know if he's Haitian or Black American, but solid. He said he pay all the bills. He got his girl putting her through school. Solid.
I don't know. You say he proposed? Like a real life proposal?
You had one of your game nights and he was on there. He's from the hood.
Yeah, he's from. I gotta show that. I gotta find his name.
I gotta find it. Yeah, but this is my point. That's the point that I'm trying to get. You feel me? You know what I mean? But the thing about that is, women have an issue. Women want certain things, but don't want to relinquish the power. Because you want to know why? America make you feel like you're more on top of a man. I'm not speaking for everybody. You feel what I'm trying to say? This is why you have these smear campaigns of black men, and most of these women are single and husbandless. Let's bring back home the black family. Let's bring back home femininity. Let's build leaders.
I think men need to step up. It's not about
men been stepping up, baby. Men been stepping up. Y'all just been choosing wrong. Y'all just been choosing wrong. You ain't looking in the right places.
That's true too.
You just ain't been looking in the right places. On 100. Women date for looks. They're not dating for survival half the time.
Men date for looks.
No. Listen.
Wow.
Statistically speaking, Sandy. Statistically speaking. And I'm talking about facts. Women date for looks. Most women want somebody 6 foot when that's only 6% of the population.
Yeah,
and men, now don't act like men and women are not vain or shallow, because just like women want a guy that's 6 feet, men don't want, like, they want a thick or a slim woman.
That's not true.
They don't.
That's
yes,
not true.
That's
true.
not true, Sandy. You're speaking.
How many plus size married women y'all have, around here? Not a lot.
It's a lot of them. You just don't. You probably because you don't know all the plus size girls in Miami.
High grade men are marrying high grade plus size women.
What?
I'm asking, because y'all can't put it all on just women who wants a 6 feet guy. Like, y'all can't put that vanity, shallowness
I'm asking,
on women. It's men too.
When we go from statistically speaking, the way we grade women is nowhere near the way women grade men.
What?
Women, listen,
y'all more shallow.
No, not by a far.
A woman will date a husky man, a man with dad bod, a man that's bigger.
Not necessarily.
It's more women that would date that than a man would date a bigger woman.
Ronnie, talk to her, please.
I ain't talking to her. You
no, these
are facts.
No, Ronnie, talk to her, please. Talk to her. It's high value dudes out here who cutting checks. No matter what you do, you just gotta be on point. I know them. I'm talking about dudes who pushing BMWs. Right?
Yeah, he telling the truth. For example, look like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne just got a BMW. So is people really because remember, a plus size woman at the end of the day,
is she really plus size? That's a plus size model.
She's from Miami. She went to Jackson. She went to Jackson.
You talking about Denise?
Yeah.
She on Lil Wayne thing.
Professional plus size model.
She went to Jackson.
14, 16. I'm talking about, when I say a bigger woman, I'm talking about size 22, 24.
I'm trying to 22. Tell you, yes.
Yes. They're getting a lot of love now.
Yes, even before then. You just listen.
Y'all point me in a direction.
You know what I mean? Even before, but here's the thing: are you making yourself seen?
Oh, if y'all see me, what you mean?
No. When I'm saying, like, are you in the venues where high value men are?
Well, that I will say that I don't know. Right? I don't.
You see what I'm trying to say? You're not in these venues. You're hanging around low hanging fruit dudes, guys who work at Winn-Dixie Warehouse or something like that. No disrespect to them. I'm talking about dudes who's out here really trying to get it.
So where does the high value hang out at? What venues they be at?
Let me tell you something. They're at lounges. I'm talking about real men, not men who still walk around here with top 10, not men who walk around here with Jordan sneakers and jeans hanging on their ass. I'm talking about silver foxes with gray-head hair and their beards.
Not the Jordan.
No, I'm keeping it a gully. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? This is the type of perception we have to get out of that.
He's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you see what I'm saying? You see, I be at certain venues like that, and the men who I see they snatching, the type of bars I see with these high value dudes, the thing is, a lot of the women who I see, who you might be associated, I don't see them at these venues. I don't see them at these venues, and I'm gonna be very frank and honest with you. A lot of them won't even get chosen because the type of energy they put off and the type of conversations they be having. Men don't want that type of stuff. You know what I'm trying to say?
He's schooling you today, Sandy.
Schooling who?
Yeah.
No. We're just having having a simple dialogue. You know what I mean? I honor you, Queen. You know that?
Thank you.
I honor you. I always like, even though you had me feeling some kind of way, but I still was like, damn, I still got to show.
It wasn't my fault. I have like real life stuff be going on.
I know that too. I know that. But see, listen, you have to make yourself seen and be heard.
He's right though. You got to put yourself out there.
You know me. You don't know when somebody see you. See, we came out and seek to find you, Sandy. You wasn't looking for us.
That's true.
No, I didn't know y'all had a podcast. I've never seen.
Oh, I texted. Listen, I had you, and I texted you. I texted you numerous times.
Text or Facebook message me?
No, text. I just started to say Facebook message, and the only reason why I still was very persistent because of that guy who we spoke about earlier, who spoke highly of, and Cynthia had to put respect on.
And shout out to Raw Law, because Raw Law, he's always on the move.
And from what they told me, over exceed my expectations.
Yeah, she's grind. She's a hustler.
No, definitely. I see you're far. Just the fact that you came on here, the fact that you're very creative, I love that. The fact that you have a mentality about submitting that from women today. So it's refreshing. You know what I mean? I'm talking about like G Sade. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That refreshing. You know what I mean? Shout out to the pate lady. You know, I be getting her smoothies too. You feel me?
Wait.
You know what I mean?
I think if there was more like excuse me, I think you would meet more women that maybe have the same, mindset as me, or willing to do certain things. Just I don't know, the platform where y'all can have this conversation without arguing. You know what I mean? Like we can, because I don't agree with everything you have said, but I let
definitely.
I let you speak just like you let me speak. It wasn't an argument. I'm not, I just there's just, I don't know. There's women are different. There's different women. There's different types of men. I know in that platform in Let's Chat, it's like it's for some reason they like to argue. I don't know what's the energy.
Because sometimes through the argument you can actually learn from argument as well.
No, you can, but here's the thing though. When we're trading dialogues, you're not learning. You feel what I'm saying? Me and you, like you hearing me and I'm hearing you, I'm learning from you just the way you learning. Nobody's saying either person is right. I'm not telling you to agree with me 100%. We both grew up different. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of people had to understand too. Get around these certain type of men and women who a lot of those people that's on there, we don't know what their upbringing's all about. That's why. No. That's why when you have men on there who argue, you could tell some of them have to be lacking male figures in it. What man argue? You feel what I'm trying to say? My daddy taught me at 5 years.
Beta males, maybe.
Beta male providers. My daddy taught me at 5 years old, look me in the eye and say, hey, when you talk to me, you look at me. Don't raise your voice. You talk to me like a man. Same thing when you talk to a woman. What man gossips about a woman?
Facts.
You know what I mean? Why you think, you know what I mean, most men are not caught up in most of these social media antics. It mainly be not saying that men don't partake in that, and if you do partake in that, then I need to question who was in your life.
Yeah, because feminine traits.
No, definitely. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I raised men over here. I got 2 nephews. I raised men. Ain't nothing whole about them.
But do they know how to treat and respect a woman?
What?
Because there's a difference, like male chauvinist pigs. These elite people, men with elitist attitude, like they feel like they better than women.
No. Yeah. They know how to treat women. Let me tell you, and they only date dark skin. I've instilled that in them since younger. Women are the last to get married. Black women are the last to get married. That's not going to be with my nephew, and that's not going to be with me. That's why I purposely did not have kids, because I'm playing to win. I'm believing quality. When I have a baby, I'm trying to mate the right way. I'm not trying to have a baby with a sans-ave. My nephews, I believe I'm trying to teach them to be high value men. I told my nephew, one of my nephews only 16. No, one of them 17. He takes his girl out. He pays for the date. To the point that he's such a good role model that the father and the mother had to come here and ask what's going on over here. The daddy came here. Was like, hey, they love him. They said, what's going on over here? Because you know what I'm saying? His daddy wasn't in his life, but he had men here. There's men here. There was men here already before my sister left and brought him back here. So my sister didn't have nothing to worry about. And that's a message for a lot of you fathers and brothers, a lot of you uncles. There's men at these houses. we're not going to victimize the women when they go out there and make a mistake. If they belong to you, you make sure you take care of them.
Real talk. Wow.
I'm only speaking off experience.
Speaking heavy. That's heavy. That's heavy. That's heavy. Wow.
So I don't know if you have anything else to say, Sandy, to let
Any
people
final
know.
thought?
Final
Where can
thoughts.
they find you? Where can they
Yeah.
go to the boutique? Where can they get the
where
gear?
can they find your
What's the
stuff?
website?
Because I want you to make $1 million so I can extort you, Sandy.
Yeah, you feel
not
me?
extort. You gonna get a cut.
Yeah, I want you to eat, man. I want you to eat, man, because you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta talk to Ron Law and say that this should have been happened a long time ago, because you're phenomenal.
It happened in the perfect time.
It happened when it was
for a
supposed to
reason.
happen.
Yes,
because I
people
definitely,
home,
that next topic, because I know this was focused more on business, but we kind of talked about, relationships. I definitely want to be a part of the one.
Oh, no, definitely. We could schedule another one where we could talk and really get in depth and break down the barriers between what's going on here, especially in Miami. In mind, when we do that, we're going to be very specific about it. Let's just talk about Florida. We're not going to talk about Washington. Let's talk about the black women in Florida. And what can we, and why and why dating here is such a problem.
Right.
Yes, that's going to be beautiful. Wow. That's
right. But
you know what I mean?
can be found divasglambar.com. That's my nails, wax, all of that. I'm
gonna
have all that in the description link too. You're gonna send me all that. I'm gonna put all that in the description link.
Yes. So they'll see. So they'll see it.
No, but still say it though.
Oh, okay. So go shop gboutique.com. That's the boutique. I have new shirts out. I have Juneteenth shirts and I have Not Today Karen. I don't know if y'all know what that means, but it's a catchphrase that, kind of went viral. It's like when, white women playing, acting, being so-called victimized when they're the ones starting the trouble. So now they've been calling them Karen, and it's like, because they'll call police on the black man just for him minding his business. And you know the culture, like, what's going on right now with police brutality and black men. So it's like it has to stop. So I was like, okay, since the Juneteenth shirts went well, I was like, okay, let me go for this, because I think we're tired. Like, there's no other way. There's more than one way to skin a cat. So we're protesting. We're doing this. We're doing that. So let's wear it. Let them see us. Wearing these shirts and being more vocal. Because sometimes just your presence is enough. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to say a word. Just be present. So I put those shirts out and see how they're gonna do. And that's on the boutique. And what else do I have out there? Just those two things so far right now. Because everything else, is brewing. We're working on some stuff. I'm watching how COVID goes and, what's going to happen. How open are we going to be, in Florida?
Yeah, because the cases are rising up there.
Right. In Miami, yes, it's sky high.
Because I think people just don't care anymore. Like, they're tired of being.
Oh, I agree. So damn, man. Like, we gonna wrap this up, man. This was a nice.
No, hold on, Hakeem. We gotta get a shout out for the people overseas that listen in. Overseas, we always gotta give them a shout out.
Shout out to the Ganges Rivers. Shout out to all our listeners. You know what I mean? Shout out to Washington, D.C. We have a lot of subscribers who listen to us today. Massachusetts, South Africa, Germany. You know what I mean? I'm not looking at the analytics right now. But yeah, shout outs to all y'all. We're trying to grow the platform. You know what I mean? Support us. Links in the description. You know what I mean? Please do not be a hater and go buy some t-shirts. Yes. Please do not be a hater and go buy some t-shirts and support black business. Matter of fact, support female black business. Because they out here working harder than men. And you see what I'm saying? Mind you, even with my own views, I know that without black women, there's no black men.
Facts. Preach.
So please go out there and support her. Support every woman we support here. We support black women for business.
I appreciate it. And I really appreciate you guys having me and not giving up on me. And all, the positive words. Like, you really, come in. Like, you guys said a lot, kind of like, made me feel good. Because I don't hear it all the time. So I really appreciate it.
Because you don't, listen, you don't be making yourself available to hear it. You gotta really think about that. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's people out here who see you and know who you are and have nothing but positive to say about it. But it's just, it all just goes down to, like, what video. And I use that as a metaphorical phrase, meaning that, are you around different type of that are aware of you? Because I definitely, when he made you aware, I definitely go recommend you to every female I've heard who I know and be like, hey, she got her thing popping on. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I mean. You do seem to be on cold with a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Especially the way you talk and the way I see you post on your page. I'm like, yeah, she point. So it does make sense why you are a little bit busy. But you know what I mean? You know what I mean? If you know what I mean, there's a lot of people. Like even for me, I was like, oh man, she on point. But you wouldn't even know that though.
Well, now I know I'm very accessible. I am busy, but you make time for what you want to make time for. But I think in this case, I was just like, it's a lot. Like Rodney knows, that's like my mother, like he knows different things that's been going on in my life. Like I juggle all of these things, but also have, my own personal things, that I have to deal with. So I wasn't ignoring or curving or any of that. It's just
I be capping sometime when I talk, but I know you had some stuff going on, and I was trying to be very understanding about it.
I appreciate that.
No problem. But we definitely got to do this again. Like you.
Yes, I'm with it. I'm ready, and I might have some other, if you guys want, like other women to join.
Man, I just appreciate y'all just listening. Stay tuned for the next episode.